We're Tessa and Dustin.
And this is our story. I've been living abroad, and I had moved back in 2014. My mom had been diagnosed with cancer, so I came home to take care of her and just help out the family and spend more time. And I just needed a little bit of accountability and motivation as far as a workout routine goes. So I Googled boot camps Madison, Wisconsin, and the Transformation Center was the first hit that came on my screen, and it was near my parents' home as well. So I walked through the door one day, and Dustin and Shelly, who's one of the trainers at the Transformation Center, they were there.
She came into my Transformation Center as a potential new client. She saw an ad, I think on Facebook or something, or just Googled the Transformation Center, and she shows up and just said hi to her, and she kind of shared a little bit more about what she was wanting to accomplish, and myself and one of my other team members got her to sign up for a $1 one-week trial, and I guess that was the beginning. And then after that, she came in for that week, and then I didn't see her for a couple of weeks, and then I saw her again 2 weeks later. And so she comes up to me and she's like, "Hey, I haven't been here for the last couple of weeks. I just had some personal family things to deal with, but I'm back now. I'm really excited and stuff." And so that's kind of how things started. During that 2-week period when she wasn't around, a big story here in Madison was a tragedy that happened with a young couple named Bram and Sherry. And Bram and Sherry were very prominent in our community, and they passed away in a car accident. And they left, I believe it was like a 6-week-old and maybe a 15-month-old kid. And just awful. It was on the news all over. I never did meet Bram, but he worked out at the same place I did some of the time, so I saw him before. And anyways, it was awful. And come to find out, that was her brother and sister-in-law. So when she said her little family challenges, it was quite significant. And so that's kind of how our relationship, our friendship started, was there. I have a couple of favorite memories. The first one I've got, it's kind of obvious, but proposal day, doing it at the finish of Ironman, one of the most epic physical accomplishments, I think humans can do in a day. Just the whole thing leading up to it, me knowing that I was going to propose to her, and then having so many friends and family there, as well as the news stations. Hey guys, so I wanted to let you guys know before it happens that I'm going to propose to Tessa right at the finish line.
Almost immediately after I crossed the finish line, Dustin was there, but that wasn't a surprise to me. I guess I kind of expected him to be there. I figured he would finish between an hour and 2 hours before me, and as a finisher, you're allowed to stay in that area for as long as you need to. So the fact that he was there didn't surprise me. And so I remember just giving a big hug, and one of us said, "We're Iron Men." And then I noticed that all of our family and our friends were there, and that didn't surprise me either. And I think it was the moment, I think I was pretty oblivious until he got down on one knee. Because our friends were there, and our friend Callie was there taking photos, and that didn't surprise me. So it was really just the moment when he got down on one knee that it finally hit.
And just sharing that moment with everyone was gotta be one of the top memories. Another one, it's a sad memory, but still one of the most beautiful, which was when she was there with me as my mom was dying on life support, and when we pulled the plug and saw my mom go to heaven. It was tragic, it was awful, it was painful, but just having her there was so beautiful. And at that time we weren't even dating, but just having her presence there was so special. Right now we're kind of in a transition in our lives. Not only are we getting married, but I'm buying a large building for my fitness facility, and Tessa's finishing up school. So we have a lot of things going on, plus planning a wedding, which to be honest is probably the least of our stresses right now.
Yep.
And so I think the best way we try to stay connected right now is just spend time each and every day, even if it's 20 to 30 minutes or an hour. Maybe it's having a meal together or exercising together. Yesterday a couple days ago we just ran together for 6 miles, and that was nice to connect and chat, and so we can kind of multitask, with getting our workouts in, but also just having a good time with that.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is just being deliberate about finding time to spend time with the two of us and reconnecting, but just making sure that we agree on a time or whatever it is and sticking to that.
Yeah, and I think also it's been fun to, since we didn't really have much time between engagement, or between dating and engagement, that we're just chatting a lot about kind of future things. And we've talked about these in the past when we were kind of dating or even before, but it's more like, all right, if when you're married, and it wasn't necessarily with each other, but when we're married, how many kids do you want? Or how do you want to raise your kids? Those sorts of questions. But now it's kind of like, all right, when we're married and when we have kids, how do we want to raise them? So I think that's been taking up a lot of our time too. It's just kind of the what if scenarios, and that's been fun to do as well.
It's been very exciting to just picture the future together and how, God willing, things might pan out. Dustin, Mark, Maher. My message to you would be that over the years, throughout my entire life, everyone has said that the quality that you look for in a partner is to spend your life with your best friend, and you, Dustin, have become just that. You and I have both experienced a lot of loss, so I pray every day that you and I will have the opportunity to spend many, many, many years together. So I cannot wait for that long future that lies ahead, and I'm excited to share it with you, and that you have opened up your heart to me. I love you.
Tessa, my message to you would be that I'm going to do all I can within my power to make our marriage as awesome as possible. I want to work hard for you. I want to take care of you. I will be there the best way I can to support you in living out your dreams, living out your goals, as well as living out our goals together. And anything that you want from me, I'm going to do my best to provide for you, and just have a lot of fun together in the process, and be a great example of a healthy relationship for other couples and married friends to look up to and to strive towards. It's not going to be perfect. I'm a highly flawed person, you already know that, and I'm sure you'll find out more and more as we spend more time together. But I love you, and I look forward to spending the rest of our lives together.
Lumia over me. Lumia, darling.
We've done so many really cool things together that I would just kind of lump them all into just living life and enjoying the training together through the process of Ironman and stair racing, cooking meals together, and just hanging out. I definitely married my best friend. Nice and fresh. All right, quick prayer. Dear Lord, bless this food, and just thank you for allowing Tess and I to eat a healthy meal together, and bless all the farmers who prepared all the delicious, healthy food for us, and pray for our future family. Hopefully one day the table will be a little more full, and pray for our wedding coming up, that it goes well, and that we just have a great time with family and friends, and then our big party here back with everyone else. I pray that goes just super well, just everyone has a blast, and we celebrate life together, we celebrate friendships and love and community. So in Jesus' name, amen.
In your dress, I love your hair like that, and in the moment I knew you better.